make sense of West Africa's investment world. This podcast is brought to you by Daba, your most comprehensive platform for investing in African stocks, bonds, and managed funds. You can download the Daba app on your favorite Google and Apple app stores. Today, we begin with some great news for investors. Yes, very good news coming from the banking sector in West Africa. The clear standout of the day is Bank of Africa Mali, which posted a spectacular gain of more than 7%. But it wasn't alone. Several other stocks also performed strongly today on the BRVM. Let's dive into the details. First, let's look at the top gainers on the stock market this Tuesday, August 5th. Leading the pack is Bank of Africa Mali, with a 7.37% surge, closing at 3,640 francs CFA. Over the past year, the stock has soared by more than 92%. That's an impressive reward for early investors in the Malian banking subsidiary. Next up, BRVM Côte d'Ivoire jumped 7.20% to close at 1,240 francs CFA. This marks a renewed wave of confidence in this industrial stock, which had been relatively flat in recent months. Another strong performer is SAPH Côte d'Ivoire, which climbed 7.07% to reach 985 francs CFA. This upward move could signal a broader recovery in the automotive parts and distribution sector. And it doesn't stop there. Air Liquide Côte d'Ivoire rose by 4.26%, while SAPH Côte d'Ivoire gained 4.69%, ending the session at 6,700 francs CFA. SAPH has shown consistent upward momentum over several months, with a year-on-year gain of over 61%. This confirms that the agro-industrial sector continues to attract investor capital. But as always, not everything was positive on the markets. Let's take a look at the biggest losers of the day. Loterie Nationale du Benin dropped sharply, falling 7.46% to 4,140 francs CFA. This steep decline follows a period of high volatility. Ecobank Transnational Incorporated fell 6.25%, closing at just 15 francs CFA. This reflects short-term investor concerns around the Pan-African banking group. Other notable declines include CIE Côte d'Ivoire, down 2.71%, Aura Group Togo, down 1.57%, and Sonatel Senegal, down 1.40%. Now, let's step back and look at the big picture with the market indices. The BRVM Composite Index slipped slightly by 0.1%, settling at 310.86 points. Despite the daily dip, the index remains up over 12% year-to-date, confirming the market's long-term resilience. The BRVM 30 index also edged down by 0.11%, while the principal compartment dropped 0.16%. However, here's the good news. The Prestige index rose by 0.62%. This compartment includes large-cap companies with strong governance and solid fundamentals. It's often viewed as a barometer of institutional investor confidence. Among the sector indices, several showed strong performance. The financial sector climbed 0.52%, supported by gains in BOA Mali and Société Générale Côte d'Ivoire, which itself gained more than 4%. The industrial sector rose 0.74%, thanks in part to gains from Air Liquide and Africa Global Logistics. Basic consumer goods rose 0.54%, while energy inched up by 0.25%. On the flip side, telecommunications, public services, and discretionary consumption sectors dipped, suggesting a sectoral rotation in favor of banks and industrials. Turning to trading volumes, more than 1,290,000 shares were exchanged, representing an increase of nearly 20%. The total transaction value came in at 875 million francs CFA, a rise of over 61% compared to the previous session. This reflects strong investor interest and continued liquidity in the market, despite the minor pullback in the broader indices. Let's now move to the bond market. Here, activity was very limited today. Only one bond was traded for a total value of just 341,250 francs CFA. That's a massive drop of more than 99% from the day before. But don't be fooled by the daily quiet. The sovereign bond segment remains a favorite for institutional investors. Among the listed bonds, we continue to see solid interest in 10-year and 8-year government securities, including recent issues by Mali, Senegal, Côte d'Ivoire, and Burkina Faso. With coupons ranging from 6.25 to 6.75%, these instruments offer attractive yields, making them an excellent addition to fixed income portfolios. So, what does all this mean for you as an investor? First, the strong performances by select banking and industrial stocks show that the BRVM remains a fertile ground for well-informed investors. Second, the rise in the Prestige Index highlights growing confidence among larger, more experienced market players. And third, even as bond trading volume dipped today, the underlying appeal of high-yield government debt remains strong, especially for those looking for steady returns. If you're ready to take your investing to the next level and want weekly stock recommendations, exclusive analysis, and lower fees, then it's time to subscribe to Daba Pro. With Daba Pro, you don't just follow the markets, you stay ahead of them. That's all for today's episode. Thanks for listening to the Daba MarketsTalk podcast. We'll be back tomorrow with another update. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating, follow us, and share with friends. Remember, this information is for educational purposes. Always do your own research or consult with a financial advisor before making investment decisions. And download the Daba app on your App Store to start investing in African stocks, bonds, and manage portfolios through your phone and find other helpful content. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing your financial knowledge.